Hi everyone. So we're back. We have our session again with interviewing our virtual assistants. Today, I'm honored to have my friend, schoolmate Karen Dagdag from Malate Catholic School. She'll be sharing about her experience on how she became a virtual assistant, the challenges that she is having, and how she was able to um overcome or like manage herself as a virtual assistant. So thank you so much Karen for being here. It's a long time already, and I am happy
Yes.
that we have a short chit chat earlier and just to reconnect and talk about the past things. So funny how long the journey was already. So let me just introduce you more about Karen. She was my schoolmate from Malate Catholic School. Funny thing, we had like a connection when we joined a military training, which was then called is it COCC? And then we
Yes.
became officers in our senior high. She graduated from the La Salle Dasma, that's Dasmariñas, Cavite, with a degree in tourism management. Now she's a freelance virtual assistant who has been with her direct clients for 2 to 3 years. She works for a healthcare clinic, but more on an all-around VA. And also she specializes from your LinkedIn, nakita ko na you specialize social media management and content
Yeah.
creation. In LinkedIn also, I saw that you work in the BPO company and you were a VA na as early as 2020. So, please tell me about yourself. How was, the gap, the years that we were not talking? What happened? And then how did you land your first VA job?
Hi. So, hi everyone. I'm Karen. So, Kat, about your question, I think it has been really a long time. Kung hindi yata nag-COVID, we were not able to like communicate again. Kasi for me, I had experiences before that I didn't talk to anyone from previous, schoolmates kasi we're no longer close or we don't have anything to talk about like everyone else. But when I saw you, like you said hi, and then I said, we started from there, and then now I saw you in our high school GC.
Yeah.
So when I went back to your message, I saw that it has been a long time when I saw last talked to you, like 2022, and that's I just thought that why not say hi? It's just a simple gesture, right?
Us.
And then you're here now.
Yeah,
And
small world.
yes. And then about my journey, I started working in a BPO industry like 2018, I think. Then from there, transfer to other BPOs. And then when COVID hits us, I started to realize that it's not serving me anymore going to the office because of the current situation. So my only option then was to work from home, but the company was offering us work from home. It's just that I don't think that I'll be managing calls at home because of, a lot of stuff going on. So I started to like research, watch YouTube, because that's the trend before. So from there, I started to follow what I need to do or step by step, like learning online basics. SEO was the first thing. And then I learned that Google was offering free certificate, which was really honored by a lot of platforms before. So
Yeah.
I took up that. Um, and then I had a certificate. I applied for one of the Facebook groups I saw. And then from there, I had the first client, a UK client, and that was real estate. And then so on until now, I have like I think the longest client that I have before was 2 years, 2 years, and then now I have 3 years, 2 years, and 2 years again, and then all of them are in the same industry, which is healthcare.
Awesome. So
Simple.
thank you for sharing, Karen. So now, you shared how you started. I want to know what are some challenges you faced during your early days as VA and how did you manage to overcome those obstacles?
Well, the first challenge was like I don't know what to do. Self doubt was the first thing that I had, and then time management because I was like used to have a specific time to work, unlike being a virtual assistant. You have a specific time, but sometimes they would ask you to be there when they are available because you can't talk to them when they're not. Diba? So self doubt was like, am I really able to do this? Am I going to survive all of this? Because being a virtual assistant, you don't have any, they will not train you. Unlike if you're in a BPO, you have to go training to do this and that, how to use this and that. Um, Being a virtual assistant, virtual assistant, I don't have that. I didn't have any training with their system or what they need to do.
Mm,
They just taught me one time, and then I just need to do it again and again until
mm-mm,
I learned the skills. So from there, every client that I had, I've been, it's like upskilling.
mm-mm, right.
I'm getting all the skills from them because every one of them have different applications that they're using, different things to do. So I'm not really taking up classes for the upskill just because the clients are the ones giving me the
Yeah.
upskilling,
Training
which
you.
is very, very good for me. One of my clients, the longest one that I had right now, she's always telling me to update your CV and add in because she's always giving me new stuff to do. So
Wow.
add this in, huh?
Yeah.
She's always telling me that. Like,
Credentials.
yeah, I've started editing in Canva for her. Just for like small things. And then now I'm video editing for her, which is like, okay.
Wow.
And I'm managing her website. Actually, all of them, I'm managing their website. I didn't study about it. I
Yeah.
just learned on my own.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing. I mean, I appreciate also that we have everything online, though sometimes they can overwhelm us. And for sure, you were able to learn how to create your own video because you also studied on your own, like maybe YouTube or tutorials,
Mm,
right? So, yeah. So let's move on to the next. Like, this is one interesting question because all the virtual assistants from agency want to transition to having a direct client. I'm not sure if
mm,
it's because of the rate, but the agency would require maybe some portion or percentage from
mm.
your salary, right? So,
Yes, there is.
how are you able to get a direct client? Or did you also try agencies before landing your direct client?
Yeah, my first client was with an agency, but the good thing about them is they don't really get the pay from me. They get the pay from the client directly. So it's
Mhm.
not on my pay that they take part of it. I have this online platform which is free up. That's where one time I had a client there. Um, they take I think 10% or 15% of the pay.
Is it
So they
in
have
a
cut.
Upwork? Upwork.
No, free up.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like Upwork, but it's more active. When I
Yeah.
started using or um sending portfolios in platforms, free up is more active than Upwork. Upwork, I
So
wasn't able to get
so with
anyone.
Upwork we have connects. We need connects, but with free app, what do they require for you to be able to send
They
proposals?
will check your portfolio. If it matches the client's requirements, they will send you emails that this ticket open for a client is
Mm,
matching your
no need
type.
for connects. No need for
No
connects.
need.
Oh wow, nice.
You just need to send like what they do is send you a ticket. After that, open the ticket and then you'll have to request like
Yeah.
your bidding. So they're gonna ask you how much are you willing to be paid, and
Mm-mm,
then you're gonna send them like a letter telling them that you're interested with the position, current
mm-mm,
hiring, something like that. And then they will tell you that the client is interested with you, that's the time that you're going to communicate directly with the client.
Mm. Okay, so thank you for sharing. I know I am after self-care, sleep time right now, prioritizing my well-being. How does your day in a life goes? Like you said, just 2 hours with this client, the other one you work at night, the other one you can work on anytime you can.
Okay. With that, before we started working together, we have clear definition of the time that we're going to spend together. For example, one client, they only requires 10 hours for per week. The
Mm-mm,
other one, she's open to how many hours I need to use just to make sure that I deliver the stuff she needs. So
mm-mm.
these clients, I ask them if it's okay to be flexible or if they require a specific time. So they are all okay with the flexibility, especially when we were like almost a year
Yeah.
together.
Mm.
And because they're all in healthcare, one of the things that they teach their clients is sleep. So I actually told everyone that, guys, I need sleep because I think I'm not getting enough sleep. So I might be working in the morning in my time. So that would be
Yeah.
nighttime. And then eventually we realized that we are mostly more active in their nighttime because they're no longer busy with their normal routine. So they have
Mm-mm.
time to talk with me. Unlike if they're in the morning, we need to rush our meeting because they
Yeah.
need to go to their next client or next
Yeah.
meeting.
Patient. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
Mhm.
I'm very grateful with them. They're really understanding because there were times that I need, well, I'm being paid, by the way, weekly.
Nice. Nice. You always have pay every week, correct?
Yeah, I actually opted for that because before the first clients that I have was monthly. So it was like a very long time to take. It's hard to manage budget for
Mm-mm.
weeks before you get the pay. And
That's
then
nice. That's a cool
the next
setup.
client was every 2 weeks. And then some of the next clients, they ask me, what would you like?
Wow. You
So
really
I opted.
wouldn't worry about money coming in for you, right?
Ash, yes. And then
Yeah.
they're very, very nice, but sometimes we had issues with money that I need more.
Mm.
So I asked them if it's okay to have advance. They're okay with it.
Wow. So
They're very
nice.
nice. That's
Yeah, you're so
that's
blessed
why
with
I'm
clients.
yeah, I'm really blessed with them. They're very understanding and they're actually like family.
Mm.
I don't get a lot of things like what when normal office offers, but what I really want is that my clients would be like we are on the same level of understanding, because before
Mm.
I experienced in BPO that your your TL or your manager would still ask you to go to
Yeah.
work even though you're not feeling
Stand.
well. Or here in the Philippines, the flood is up to your knees and your neck. They will still ask you to come home in
Yeah,
the
no
office.
holiday. Yeah.
Even in COVID is
Face to
you need to
face.
report to work. Yeah. So I was like, no, I think I'm not gonna survive this environment
Yeah.
anymore. So I'm
Mm-mm.
happy that these people that I'm working right now with is like a blessing and a family for me.
Yeah. So, for a time, I also rested from creating content and meeting or mentoring students from Thrive
Mm,
Freelancing Academy. So right now, I am realizing, and I'm also sensing with you that you're taking good care of your health. You're able to get enough sleep because for the rest of the VAs I interviewed, they hustle. They
mm,
really need to sacrifice sleep. I don't know
oh,
if it's with the level of lifestyle or that they need to maintain or like the needs of their children or tuition fee. But right now, I'm like at a state where I want to teach children. I want to work in the morning. Like I'm so grateful. I just received that I passed the interview with Australian account. So
Congratulations.
I want to invite virtual assistants that when they talk to me, I would actually advise them to still work in the morning because there are a lot of options to still stay healthy, be able to care for yourself, then earning like 60, 70, but it's taking a toll on your mental health already. So I love that I'm sensing like we have the same values with
Mm.
prioritizing health over earning big. So
Yes, actually, that's the big thing that I've realized too.
we're not
You're
getting any
earning
younger.
one, and then even though you're earning a lot of money, once you get sick, all
Yeah.
of those will be used and gone.
Yeah.
So you know, it's okay. For me, it's like um, play the long game.
Hmm.
So it's okay to be um, getting enough money to
Yeah.
survive
Yeah.
as long as your health is not on top, it's not getting you in tall. Or one thing I've
Mm-hmm.
learned with my clients is that you have to take care of yourself
Mm-hmm.
because people are, um, you have family.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom, so I have someone who's, I need to be responsible.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So when I met these clients, they taught me things that, oh, you need to do this and that. And since I'm doing contents for them, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a lot of stuff, there are times when I actually am the one who's like answering the questions that they throw
Oh,
their clients. And then the
wow.
results were like, okay, you need to be a client for them. So it's like, oh no, so I'm also suffering from this illness, or this, I'm having this some kind of
Yeah.
thing. So they're very nice when I ask them, I answered your questions for your clients, and it seems like I had the highest score for this. And then I consulted for free. They're okay. So they suggested me to drink supplements, which I was drinking for like 3 years now. And it's really helpful. It's
Mm-mm.
helping me survive and have better sleep. So even though like
What
three
supplement is
hours,
that?
um, magnesium.
Oh, magnesium.
Because yeah, I learned that I have inflamed gut.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you've heard about that, because right now Americans are really into gut health.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
it's like when you get old, gut
Yeah.
is the one
Very
who's
important.
hurting. So from there, I started it,
Yeah.
and this is the one I'm taking.
Yeah, magnesium, biotin.
Yeah,
Oh, biotin. I'm familiar with biotin. So I
yeah.
know working with a functional medicine specialist, you're able to also adopt and also learn from them. How can you
Mm,
live your life, to the full with living healthier, right? So we went to health talks now from the VA, but I'm happy, like
it's so true.
just getting connected. Like I studied nursing and I thought I'm not able to pursue going abroad. But I realized with
Mm,
LinkedIn, I can still make a difference. And for nurses there, for any professionals who wants to become virtual assistants, I mean, for me, the best thing really is quality time with family and being able to serve God in church more. I mean, that's the path I'm taking. And for you, I feel like with our little chit chat earlier, I'm glad how God had made you more resilient with life and you wanted a future for your son because maybe someone or people around you weren't able to meet this need of yours and then you want a better life for him. So thank you so much, Karen. I mean, we
you're
had
welcome.
we had our first 40 minutes and then we record this. Thank you so much. You'll be able to help a lot of people, especially those who want to quit the hustle with traffic, preserve their
Well,
energy for the ones they love. And
I'm
yeah,
really
your last
glad that
words,
we talked.
please.
I'm really glad I've talked to you. Before, when I started this virtual assistant work, one of my dreams, actually, you just made me realize that I had the dream before, which was like encouraging people to be a VA. I'd like
Oh,
to have this, start this, but I don't have the time to do it, or I think I don't know where to start. So
we can
I'm
pray
glad.
about it. I mean, there's always a way if you really
Yeah.
want to do it.
Well, I'm glad I've talked to you because now I'm realizing that the dream is helping others through you. So I'm happy
Yeah.
to do this with you. And yes, this actually gives us more time to be with the family, especially for the moms.
Yeah.
You don't need to sacrifice your time for your family. You have to give them time. Because
Yeah.
right now, mental health, you don't realize a lot of stuff is going on. Like my son, he had two
Internally, yeah.
yeah, experiences. Even his friends, one of his friends took her life because uh,
Yeah.
parents or time with the parents is not there. So
Mm-mm.
it's really valuable to be with the family or your son or your kids instead of taking it, going to work like 2 hours in traffic. Instead of being there, why not be at home and use that
Mm-mm.
time to be with your family? Because in VA, sometimes you don't have to work 20 hours or
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Some clients are opting only for 6 to 8 hours, and they're really not strict, unlike here that you have to do this and that. Some clients are really understanding that because they're too are family oriented, so they
Yeah.
will let you know or let you be with your family. So
Yeah.
that's one of the good things that I've had being virtual assistant.
Mm. So we have our last 10 minutes, so let's maximize this. So you see, I feel also a lot of people are desiring to have that work-life balance
Hmm.
because we really want to spend more time with our family and staying at home, just talking to family members, having your core group. I mean, we really don't have to have a lot of friends. Like, yeah, we have 5K friends in Facebook, helpful for if you have a business, like, yeah, we can get some clients from there. But the reality, who do we need really? Like, it's God, it's our partner, maybe, or a best friend, and our moms, our parents. They're getting older, and I'm a little
Yeah.
sad that I'm not able to, like, give them extravagant things like I used to back when I was with Hello Rage, when I was earning $7 per hour. But it's also a realization that we don't need all these fancy things. We just need each other. Yeah. So, any last tips, any last words for aspiring virtual assistants? I know that
Mm.
you learned about all the skills during your work with your VAs and really not getting all this upskilling, right? I mean, for me, you just need to do it. You don't need to be doubtful. You don't need to, because your skills, where you came from, you can actually transfer it online. So go ahead, Karen.
Maybe okay. For my last words for the ones who are interested to be a VA, you have to because a lot of people who wanted to transition to VA, they're like, I need computer, I need this and that and that. You can start small.
Yeah.
I started from nothing. I don't have any like computer or laptop before. So when I had enough money, I bought like a simple small computer secondhand. Actually, it just have a higher resolution that I needed. And then from there, I started studying, learning. You just have to have the courage and the will to do
Mm-mm.
this. You're not going to start big. Don't
Yeah.
start big. Don't expect if you're going to be a VA, you're going to get 50,000, 70,000. No, you're going to start small and you have to learn to be contented with that. Because if you're not going to learn that, you're not going to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
A lot of people would like to start as a VA because they thought that people are earning big. It's not
Yeah.
that easy. It's not really easy. Nothing is easy. All work are not easy.
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to love it first. Because if not, you're not going to survive. You know, in this industry, it's not feeding you or no one is teaching you. You're going to have
Yeah.
to be self learn or self taught.
Yeah.
You're going to strive learning alone. Because if you don't have that, you're going to ask people around you, like your TL, your coach, or people like that. You're not going to last in this industry, right? You're going to still search for people like supporting you. You have to, if you really wanted to be in this industry, you need to be strong willed. That's one thing
Yeah.
I've observed because people like to be a VA, but they don't start to do, the things that you need to do. Like there's few people
Postponing.
yeah, I've met a few friends who wanted to be a VA. I actually advised them to do what I did, but I told them that it's up to you. You don't need to really
No
follow what I
forcing.
did. Yeah, I'm not
It's your
forcing them,
life.
but for me, it's like it's not really a shortcut. But I think from there you can start from something.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have like the okay, you have computer, you have this and that, but you don't have the will to learn, you're not gonna be a VA because you're like expecting things from if you're coming from a BPO industry, you're like expecting someone to train you, like
Yeah.
feed you what you need, support you.
Yeah.
Here your clients will not do that for you because you're the one supporting them, diba?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
need to like um cope up to them because these
Mm,
clients are really fast pacing eh. They're busy already with their work. That's why they need virtual assistant because
mm,
they're already doing something else and you need to do something else for them.
mhm.
Diba? So
Thank you,
good
Karen.
luck.
I mean, from our conversation today, I just can say that I see resilience in you and a very, very perfect um subject matter or guest for my Thrive Freelancing Academy. Um So yeah, we're inviting people who are interested to transition to the VA world. I'll be doing CV revamp with Canva, and we can also use or optimize your LinkedIn, your Indeed, and JobStreet profile. So please send me a message. Thank you so much. So Karen, I'm just like imagining you. We're doing the tikas pahinga. No,
Yeah.
so
Remember, I
funny.
was the tallest one. So I was like, when we were COCC, I was the one who's leading the shouting. And when I was shouting, I was like, louder. I was like, it's all that I can give out, which was
So
funny.
funny. We had a great experience back then. And can you please invite our batchmates? I think I heard we have reunion. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I was aware. And guys, if you're really interested and wanted to meet each other again, and if you can't, there's always another option. So for the ones who wanted to join the reunion, I think it's gonna be on February next
Yeah,
year.
2026.
Yeah, I forgot the exact things or details, but I saw, yeah, I think it's almost 1,000 pesos for the ticket, and part of it or half of it will be donated to the Malateans who's actually studying.
Mm,
It's like
scholarship.
yeah, a scholarship program for
Awesome.
um students, and then if you can't really go, you have another option which is donate
Mm.
and not a specific amount, but some you know, s- because we're already working and all, you can always donate.
Just
So
giving back, right? Yeah, in any
yes, I
form.
hope we can give back. And I think they have a lot of projects that they're doing too
Yeah,
for the, um, this is just not, I think this is not just for our batchmates. This is for everyone. We're
yeah.
just, the one who's in charge for the
All
whole,
graduates, right? Mm.
yeah,
We're the
alumni.
assigned organizers. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Karen. I'll definitely watch out for updates on our reunion. I'm not sure if I really can come because I'm in the province, but I would love to contribute in any way. Thank you so much,
Yeah, I'll
Karen.
talk to you about that later.
Yeah, cha
And
cha.
if you
Thank you.
wanted to invite me again, please do.
Sure. Yeah. Please train students with social media management or content
Sure.
creation, video creation, right? So we'll set that
Yes.
up. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.